What's up everyone, how's it going? So in today's video we are going to go over some news that has come out within the past few days or so for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and some of the things include new changes to instant action, talks about whether the next update will be delayed or not, and some other things as well. So let's jump right into it, and let's start off with the Scarif update. Now, if you guys have seen, DICE did make a message talking about the virus that I can't say because apparently your videos will get demonetized if you talk about it, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And so basically DICE is going to be working from home for who knows how long. I'm not really too sure. They didn't really specify. It was all over Twitter, so I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But this had a lot of people wondering if the Scarif update that is initially planned to be released at the end of the month would get delayed or not, and we actually have some news on that. So this Twitter user actually asked Ben, saying to stay safe and all that, and he has said he is wondering if the March update will be delayed as well. And Benwalk did respond saying that he is, or the team is, still working towards their initial timelines. He said if things change, we will of course let you know. So that's good news to hear. As of now, on this day, the Scarif update is still set to be released at the end of the month. I personally was expecting it to be delayed, but it does not seem like that is the case. Now, whether future updates will be delayed or not, we have no idea. But for now, this one is still set to be released, I would say somewhere from the 27th of this month or the 28th. And then next up in this video, I want to talk about Darth Maul skins. Now, I'm not going to put this in the title or anything because I don't want to seem clickbaity or whatever, but Darth Maul skins are obviously a huge request from the fan base or the community, and let's be honest, it would just be awesome to see more villain skins as a whole. And if you follow Benwalk on Twitter, who is kind of still the community manager, we all know that he's becoming a producer for DICE. We're not sure for what game or whatever, but he is still kind of the community manager in a way. He's still in the terms of switching over. But he has been posting a lot of Darth Maul gifs in response to a lot of people's tweets. Now, obviously, this does not confirm anything. I just find it interesting that he has been tweeting about them a lot. He did say at one point that he's saying that it's because Darth Maul is one of his favorite characters, but at the same time, he does love teasing stuff for new skins and new heroes and all that all the time. So I would take it with a grain of salt. Maybe Darth Maul skins are on the horizon within the next update or so. I would love to see a robed Darth Maul skin personally. I think, or a hooded one I should say. I think that one would be really cool to see. Or even his Crimson Dawn outfit from the Solo movie would be great to see as well, as we are in the original trilogy era. So that would make the most sense if it does come with one of the next updates. But like I said, I wouldn't consider that news or anything. That's just me saying, hey, he could be possibly hinting at more Darth Maul skins, or at least the first one coming in a future update, which I personally believe we will be getting some, simply because it's such a high request from the community. But yeah, take that as you will with a grain of salt. But next up into some actual news, I should say. This topic is about instant action. Now, if you guys have been subscribed to the channel or even following me on Twitter or any of that, you would know that instant action is a huge deal to me in Battlefront 2. And I actually made another tweet last night or sometime yesterday talking about some changes and some additions I would love to see to this mode. I'll put it up on the screen right now. I even made an entire video about this stuff, and instant action, I think, needs to be a mode that the team does focus on a lot, especially because if the end of the support is near, I'm not saying that's the case, but say it does end support in like half a year or something like that, instant action is going to be the main mode that people play. So I would just love to see a lot of things like starfighters and just other stuff in general. I had that tweet up on the screen. But Max actually asked Ben, he said, in the upcoming Scarif update, will there be any new instant action maps? And Benwalk did respond simply saying that we have some things planned for this mode. So that's not saying new maps are coming for it. He just said things are planned for it. Personally, I'm really hoping that they do introduce starfighters to be playable in this mode, as it is supposed to be the ultimate sandbox mode where you're free to do whatever you want. I just hope they continue to support it and add more customization options for this offline mode. But then next up in a bit of news, we have some good things to go over. This is actually regarding the cycler rifle. Now this was probably one of, if not the most anticipated weapon to come with the previous update after it was announced, as it is a fan favorite from Battlefront 2015. People were expecting it to be a lot like the NT242, where it is a one-shot kill on headshots and all that, and then even in Battlefront 2015, it could shoot through shields, which made it really unique. But unfortunately, when it was added to this game, it was just extremely underwhelming. It is probably the least used specialist class rifle I have ever seen. I mean, I don't see anyone using this at all, simply because it is so underpowered and the recoil is insane on that. and it just overheats way too quickly. A bunch of Battlefront YouTubers have made videos discussing this topic, so you guys probably already know, but someone on the Reddit actually made this kind of funny post simply saying cycler rifle sucks and that the only good thing about it is the sound. That is all. And Forge or Ben Walk did comment on it saying they are making changes to it. So that is good news that they are listening to the feedback on that, because I would love to use this weapon, but personally I just see no point in using it because it's so underpowered. It takes way too many shots to kill an enemy, and I just prefer the NT242, as if you have decent aim, you will be taking out people left and right. And I actually plan on making a whole specialist loadout class guide on a new video sometime in the future, so stay tuned for that, as specialist is probably my most used class, that or the assault. But yeah, that is just a quick news update. Unfortunately, there's just not a whole lot of things going on in the Battlefront community right now. Obviously, we have a huge Scarif update coming out in a couple weeks, so I'm sure we will be getting the community transmission on that soon. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. Episode 4 of my movie update concept should be out probably on either Monday or Tuesday, that one going over A New Hope, of course. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure and leave a like. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you're new, subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one.